Hello.
Just helping out.
Just helping.
This seems to
Hello,
work.
everybody.
This thing really doesn't do bad without the light on it.
Take him on a tour of our suite.
Yes, yes.
You could say so.
Close the door. And the pool. There, that's a little better.
Now it's recording.
Okay, push it.
Paul's loading the trunk up with goodies to take with us. Get into your limousine, my love.
My limousine.
Yeah.
Okay. 39 and a half. The air guard does it this way every time.
Right. We just put a bottle on. Oh, we'll be toasted before we make it to the party. I guess that's the idea, huh?
You could always take it in with you if you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it.
We'll finally get our supply or our, what? Our loading amount of Asti, huh? You get it? You gonna sit over there?
Yeah.
Woo! Let the party begin.
Huh?
I said, let the party begin. This is the way to do it, huh?
That's my kind of car.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Okay, then shut her off.
How about that?
They got him in the
I've got the big other battery in the case, Tony. Oh!
Hi, Paula and Keith and Nan. This is Tony at the head table saying hi.
Hi.
He's having a good time.
Hi.
This whole room because some of them were born when Paul came to service. I'm all ready for that.
I don't know about that.
We're going to let Stoney Hodgson open up with benediction. Stoney?
Heavenly Father, we come here to sing, Lord. We want to first of all ask a blessing on the food we're about to partake. Most of all, I'd ask a special blessing on Scarpellini and his family, and what he's contributed to the Air National Guard of Indiana, to the country for that matter. So Lord, just be with us, continue to blessing, watch over us, guard and protect us for us in Christ's name. Amen.
Okay, we're going to start. Alicia Scarpellini. This is Paul's little son, Tony. This is Paul's favorite. Fiance. Tony. Her name is Amy. Okay. All right. We'll let them go ahead. And as soon as they get started, just begin.
I don't know about it yet.
I don't blame you.
How do I zoom in? I can't zoom yet. There's people. I'll So the pretty centerpiece.
Pressing the button.
What button?
One by your thumb.
Why?
Dad's getting crazy.
What's he doing?
He's drinking. He's getting crazy. Could have just posted that.
Get them spinners.
I'll be ready to go when you get back. If anyone needs to go to the bathroom, you probably ought to need to do that because we're going to get started here in about 5 minutes.
The guy we see here in a sweater, blue sweater with a white shirt is General Hittlinger.
3-star.
3-star general.
Make sure it's recording. I didn't ever hold down that part.
I'm not holding it. It's recording. And he hasn't been back on base for many things. He's back today to celebrate Dad's retirement. And here's the scan of the crowd. I'm not going to sound like Dad does, saying man of the hour, the tower of power. Here are the flowers.
The ones on wheels.
We're going to get started, whether we're right or wrong, we're going to get the same move. Is the food okay? Great. Food was from Papa Joe's Smokehouse, right up here on Wabash Avenue. Right there's the guy, thank you. Cooked everything himself, all that. Some other people we want to thank because the potatoes, the salad, and everything else was compliments of Bill Jenkins, Carlin Scherzinger, and Ron Hamilton. Thanks a lot for that. I'll apologize for my yellow notebook pad here. I see Stoney and Wesley, of course, Wesley, Mr. Efficient's got his little note card here. I would have had 3x5 cards too, but I went over to the country store and they were closed this week for inventory. So. I'd like to thank everyone for coming, especially the retirees. It's great to see you guys here. I know you're glad to see each other because that means you're still alive. As Bob Carpenter pointed out to me, yes, Bob, some of the retirees are in better shape than I am. My time's coming. Colonel Wagner and Colonel Magner get their way, it'll be pretty soon. We'll get a duo tonight. Another guy we haven't seen for a long time, General Heck, stand up. Glad to have you back. His twin brother, Earl Higby, wanted to be here tonight, but hey, you get a little, you get a little. But no, Colonel Higby said his wishes. He was out here earlier today, but he had other commitments. But it's really great to see General Head out tonight. I know I haven't got time to introduce all the retirees, but if you don't know the faces, but half of us anymore don't know the faces of the technicians that's here anyhow. So just get with them. Centerpieces, I got to thank a lot of people tonight. The centerpiece was donated by and a dozen red roses to Mrs. Scarpellini. Scarpowski. Oh, shut up, Pat. I'll get this part right. The Popular Flower Shop at 17th and Popular. And Pat Carter got those for us, so Pat, thanks a lot for you. So when you're buying flowers, Jim does a lot for the base. He gives us the centerpieces for the dining out and a lot of other things. So when you need that little special gift for the loved one, whether it be man or woman, just head down to I'm doing better, Jack. So when I left those classes, I learned that. And I can come out of closet now, too. You can be gay, you just can't be fat. And they come to that for me. I'd also like to thank Mike's Market down on South 3rd. They made a beautiful fruit basket and put a bottle of Asti Spumante in that for the Scarpellinis.
Yes.
Many retirees that, you know, you get tired of staying in the club tonight. Scarp courtesy, we tried to think what to get Scarp. You know, everybody, you know, we got all kinds of gifts and stuff for you guys when you retired, but Scarp's got everything. If you've ever went to camp with Scarp, you know that. So we got Scarp, some of the things that Scarp got is a suite at the Holiday Inn for Friday night and Saturday, and he can stay till 6 o'clock Sunday. He wanted all the ladies to know that he'll be there, his wife leaves Sunday morning. He has full privileges till 6 o'clock. Bring your bathing suit. Isn't that what you said, Paul?
Yeah.
Remember when you and Hamilton got me at the dining out? Payback, son of a bitch.
I don't. That was Ron's idea.
Oh, good. I'm glad I got something for him later. But they have a suite at the Holiday Inn, so we dropped down to room 153 tonight. I had put a $100 limit on the credit card, so don't be calling for room service all night. And we have a limo, courtesy of the luxury limo service, picking Scarp up tonight. And they'll pick him and his lovely wife up tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock and take him out to breakfast and then bring him on base for his final drill. Right. So rather than blacks and stuff like that that his wife's going to have to dust, we thought we'd treat him right on his 39 years and 6 months anniversary. Sheesh. Okay,
I was a baby yet.
Some people to thank. Eric Harden for avionics did some plaques. I think Flightline found out how expensive those plaques are because we ran out today. Gary Fulham did some engraving for people. Helpers, again, I mentioned Carlin, Bill Jenkins, Hamilton, Paul Klinkenbeard. Great job, Paul. I'd like to, the club is looking a little better today or tonight than it did today about 11 o'clock. And this shows the respect that we have for Scarp. About 11 o'clock today, there was beer cases, there was dirt, grime, everything. And I think Red Eye came over to the club and looked around and couldn't believe it. There wasn't nobody below a master sergeant on a mop. We had 3 chiefs, 4 seniors, and 2 master sergeants sweeping, mopping, and setting up tables. And that's the kind of respect Scarp's got.
Amen.
A special thanks to Miss Katrina Red Eye. Miss Reedy, she was real helpful, the money lady. And the guy that really put it together, and I think we ought to give him all a great hand, is the guy in the blue shirt. Got a little nervous tonight when the meat man didn't show up. And I'll just expound on that story because about 6:20 he called Papa Joe's and went, "Excuse me, my name's Steve Keller, and you folks are supposed to be catering a banquet for me tonight." And the guy said, I guess, something like, "Well, I think the guy's on the way." And Steve shot back, "Hell, he better be on the way." We're getting ready to put Art Harris on the grill out here. Steve Keller, outstanding job. And I'd like to thank Preston Reedy, Paul Martin, Pat Carter, everybody for letting us use the club tonight. I hope all you retirees came back. This club's just a sort of a growth out of what you started back on the little hill over there by O&T. And these guys made the dream become a reality. And I know Preston's put a lot of work, Paul and Pat. Tony Collier, I know I'm going to forget other people, Dan Campbell, everybody that's worked on this club to make it this kind of place that we can come out and be together. Thanks a lot. We'd also like to know that all your retirees, this is your club just as much as it's our club. You're always welcome to come out here and have a drink, a Diet Coke, or whatever, and see the guys. It's something. It's for you. It's for everybody. It's for the family. They're trying to make it more of a family club than the other type of club. So all you retirees are always welcome to come back out here. And I think most of you's got a gold club card, so they won't even hit you up for a club card. Jock, I'm told that I need to talk to you. Everybody's asked the prop that is turning up here. What's it off of?
Well, I doubt if anybody could understand or even know what it was off of, but it's an old 38.
An old 38. Everybody's asked us young pups. Now later, you and Wesley can get your books out and show us what the hell that is. I'm sorry, Arlo would know. You cruised one, didn't you? Back when you were one of us. Yeah, it's a prop off an old 38. Everybody wanted to know what that was. That used to hang over the bar. Now it sort of goes around and it's foolproof. You can put your head in it and it'll stop. Trust me. We have a happy birthday to, I'm supposed to do a happy birthday, Tom Edmondson. Happy 43rd birthday. Do you realize you were 4 years old when he came in service?
Why don't you sit down, boys?
I got 3 pages of it. Okay, I'm going to read. There was another individual who tried to make it back tonight, really close to Scarp, Colonel Bill Miller, and he was unable to come tonight. But those new fancy machines called faxes, he faxed us a little thing. He wanted us to read this tonight. And it starts like this. It has been brought to my attention, and much to my surprise, that you are retiring from the Indiana Air National Guard. I understand you have been in almost 40 years, and to help me understand better from a historical perspective what was going on at that time, I began to leaf through a copy of the 181st History book the other day, and discovered about that time you were starting your career. The USAFE Thunderbirds were flying F-84s. Now, ain't many people in here knows what an F-84 is.
One on the courthouse lawn.
Yeah, there's one down at the courthouse. Good job, Stoney. I need you for a straight man here. And Keller, it needs painting again, so if you get it really like that. We were saying goodbye to the F-51D as a unit, and anybody like to guess the president of that? When Scarp came in, Dwight Eisenhower. And here I thought only Arlo was older than Durham. In all seriousness, I would like to congratulate you on a fine military career and your impending retirement. To say how much I appreciate your dedication to duty as First Sergeant during my time as a 181st CAM Squadron Commander. You are an invaluable help to me, and the countless extra hours you put in to ensure the squadron ran smoothly were generally appreciated. Who was he writing that about?
He didn't send a John Deere, did he?
I feel you treated our squadron members as family members, and I particularly remember at our squadron orientation briefings, you would instill the feeling with the new members by saying, we are all on a deployment, we work hard, we play hard, and we look out for one another. I feel that sense of teamwork and pride helped carry us to many great accomplishments. In addition, you helped ensure our squadron family was well trained and ready to be productive members. You praised them when they did well, disciplined them when they needed it, provided a helping hand to those that needed support, and always ensured our men and women were well fed. Boy, we could use you back. What have you been doing the last year? And had adequate quarters. I think some of the guys will talk to you about that. Who would ask for more on the first shirt? Thanks for a job well done. I regret not being able to be with you at this time, but again, I want to congratulate you on a distinguished career and wish the very best for the future. Sincerely, Robert W. Miller, Lieutenant Colonel, Indiana Air National Guard, retired. And with that, we'll bring Colonel Miller's replacement up, Colonel Magner. See if we can follow that, Mad Dog. Doesn't he look a lot better now he's our commander? He got suit and tie instead of the flight suit. They've been washed for a month.
Thanks, Lonnie. That's a hard act to follow. I know there's no way I'm going to even come close, so I'm going to try and keep it a little bit serious here for just a minute. First of all, I'd like to thank all the retirees for coming out, too. There's only a few faces I don't recognize, but I did meet Johnny a couple. Where's Johnny? There's Johnny. I had a conversation.
Hey, wait a minute. That ain't John, that's Dago.
There you go, Dago. I had last drill, I had the privilege to meet Johnny, and we had a conversation for about 2 hours, and I didn't say a word. So.
That's why we don't have real silverware on the table, because he's here.
But I do appreciate everybody coming out tonight. This is really a great night. This is the first official party we've had in the new club. They've been working on it for more than a year, and as you can see, it's a nice facility. And we do appreciate the retirees coming out and come on out some more and make it feel like it's your home. We'd love to see you guys. A lot of old faces, and you're still part of the family, so we really appreciate it. There's only one person that hasn't been thanked tonight. I think we thanked everybody but Chief Boyce. So let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, I've got a few awards here I want to give to Scarp and his wife. Let's start with the, I believe it's a presidential citation from that Democrat we have now in office.
Hillary? Hillary?
Yeah, from Hillary.
Good job, Scarp.
This is the Legion of Hoosier Heroines and Heroes. This is from obviously our governor and the adjutant general. If you both please step forward, we have one for both of you. This is kind of a special award that retirees get when they retire. We've had quite a few in the past, but this is a real special award from the Adjutant General and the Governor, and we'd like to give this to both Alicia and Paul at this point.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You ain't got to kiss me, are you? You wouldn't let me.
Don't sit. The next one is from Bill Clinton. I'll let my new first shirt here, Ron, read it to you.
Hey, Harry?
Dear Chief Scarpellini, I am pleased to join with your family and friends in congratulating you on your retirement from the Air National Guard. You have served your country with distinction and honor, and you can be proud of your contributions to our national security and to peace around the world. Hillary and I are delighted to send some best wishes as you celebrate this milestone in your years of military service. Sincerely, Bill Clinton.
now I've got a word from the squad, and I'd like to give the ball to him.
Don't move. Don't move.
He's just pointing at you.
Okay, this is from the maintenance squadron. That's from all the guys for some 39 odd years of your service, and it has for sure how many years? 11, 12 years? Yeah. We really appreciate all your hard work, Paul. Obviously, you've been a real integral part of the unit, and worked really hard for us, and we certainly do appreciate it. And here's a little bit of memorabilia for you to put on a wall when you get old and gray.
I got a hammer and nail for you, Paul.
Very happy. Okay, now the final award that I have for Paul this evening is the MSM, which is the highest award that you can receive, other than Purple Heart for getting shot or something like that. So it's a very special award. We're going to go ahead and give it to him tonight, and we're also going to give it to him tomorrow at the commander's call at 1600. So this is kind of, we're going to give it to you and we're going to take it away. But this is a real special. And I'm going to let Ron again read the citation, and I'm going to put it on Paul.
Chief Master Sergeant Paul A. Scarpellini distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States while assigned to the Maintenance Squadron, Holman Regional Airport, Terre Haute, Indiana, from 10 September 1955 to March 5, 1995. As the first sergeant, Chief Scarpellini has supported the squadron through numerous inspections, exercises, and deployments. His abilities have proved to be invaluable to the successful accomplishment of the mission of the 181st Maintenance Squadron. Throughout his career, Chief Scarpellini displayed at all times high professional competence, strong initiative, and unfailing devotion to duty. His entire period of service has been marked by a selfless attitude and a willingness to expend effort to achieve superior results. The singularly, easy for him to say, distinctive accomplishments of Chief Scarpellini culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Air Force.
That's all I've got. Chief is back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Mad Dog. And Junior. Yes, we got Scar's job. And there's more to come on that, Ron, so let's sit down and enjoy it. All right, next we're going to move, we're going to deviate from my list. I learned that. Colonel Wagner's taught me to be ready to just change things. But Dave Hampton's got to get home and feed a goat or something.
Feed a goat?
And Floyd Kramer, they got a presentation from the armament branch for Mr. Scarpellini. And probably by the time Floyd gets here, we can give it to Scarp. The reason we want Floyd up here, he's got less hair than I got. Yeah. So.
Come on up too, Andy. Scarby, I don't know if this is the original thing when you enlisted or not. But I knew that it's something about trains and it had a lot of cats in it. And I knew you were fond of cats or something, if you want to come up here a second. Anyway, you might put that on the wall somewhere. Anyway, I found another one, and it kind of reminded me of you. Being a railroader, and for those that... Is it on? Yep. I guess if you talk into it, works out. Being a railroader, back years ago, if you've ever been around railroaders, it got to the point where if you went into a restroom after one, you couldn't hardly stay. So that's where the pay toilets came from. And Sparky is a true railroader. And you don't even have to go in there to know.
You got the right railroad too.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got a. Oh no. Well, you may want to make a little extra money while you're retired, and so I know you might do some gardening, so I got you some special seeds. Now, back in the old days in Terre Haute, you could sell the stuff and make quite a bit of money. But I don't know, you might plant them and see what comes out.
Right.
It says, what is it, fantasy seed? I don't know.
Fantasy seeds, grow your own mistress.
Terre Haute used to sell this already. For those of you that don't...
39 years late.
Well, maybe you can sell them to friends down the street. For those of you that don't know, Scarpy stayed in a little old house that his mom, he was raised in Terre Haute, next to a real nice place, tavern. What's the name of that?
King of Diamonds.
Yeah. So anyway, it got torched. It was probably a friction fire, but they don't know for sure. So anyway, we've got a city policeman that's in our bunch, and he said that after they came out from the scene and they checked on stuff, that one of the neighbors had tackled some lady that had short gray hair and a big nose, and the only thing that they could get off of her was they pulled those off, and I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's still evidence, so don't, you know, take the bag too, that's a special bag. And that she had some sort of underwear on it, had Mickey Mouse or heart. But I don't know, it may help solve the case.
Was it Katrina?
No, I don't think so. It's kind of a big person with a big nose and short white hair. I don't know. So I'm going to turn this over to Floyd and Andy on the other.
On a little more serious note, Scarp, we've got a little plaque here for you, and I'd like to present it to you from the munitions branch, and Andy will go ahead and read it there.
It basically says, thanks, Scarp, for your outstanding support. For many hours of sincere dedication to the 181st Maintenance Squad. It's from the munitions branch. Congratulations.
Was that the only one?
Are you want him sitting down or you want him standing up?
Sitting down.
Back on the corner?
Shock maybe too much.
Okay. We got a couple of Scarp's friends. Remember, we said friends because before it's over, it may not be friends that are going to do the next presentation. Master Sergeant Stoney Hodson and Chief Master Sergeant Don Westerfield, both retired.
Next one. Of course, I don't think we need too much introduction or why we're going to make the presentations this fall. They limited our time. They said we only have 15 minutes. So
I've got to go to the bathroom. Can you hold up? I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. I'd like to make it official. I'd like to introduce you to someone that you may or may not have met. But I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. Scarpellini. Will you stand, please? What did I do? Mrs. Westerfield. I apologize. I got started. That's
Stoney. Stoney. Yeah.
He's getting ready to run out of battery though.
Okay, now back to the business at hand. For 39 years, we've asked Paul to come here and put on our hat and be one of us. So tonight we thought we'd just reverse the order a little bit. So we're going to do something here.
Wrong.
Okay, you know, a wise man once said that only true friends and enemies will tell you what you don't want to hear. Well,
You're right.
hang on tight, Alicia. I got something that I'm going to break some confidence here. Would that be all right, Paul?
No.
Just one did you guys ever wonder, you know, they got this physical fitness program that was so stringent, but you never really saw Paul. Suck it in, boys.
You ever remember seeing Paul out there doing the number? He had his own physical fitness program going on. And I'm sorry, Paul, I gotta tell.
Big mouth.
Paul went to confession. And he confessed and so forth. And the priest said to him, Paul, is there anything else on your mind, son? He said, yeah, there's something really bothering me. He said, I belong to this military unit and have this stringent physical fitness program coming up. And I'm not sure, I just don't know how I'm going to comply with that. And the priest says, don't worry, Paul. I'll take care of it for you. 6:30 in the morning, he said, there'll be a knock on your door. And when you answer that door, you're going to be surprised. So there was, sure enough, 6:30 in the morning, there was this knock on the door. Paul opens the door. There stood the most luscious blonde he'd ever seen in his life in a jogging suit. And she said, Paul, Father sent me. If you can catch me, you can have me. This went on for about 2 months. And Paul is anxiously awaiting the door to bell to ring, you know, because yesterday he only like 50 yards of catching it. This morning he's going to catch it, right? Sure enough, the doorbell rings, he runs to the door, he opens the door. There stands a 350-pound luscious blonde. She says, Paul, Father sent me. If I can catch you, I can have you. He's still running.
Well, for at least last 35 years, I think that we've been associated together, and we'd just like to give you a few remembrance of our just few years together. Remember when you first met him, Bob?
Do I ever? I hope your dinner has settled. Because in all honesty, I have to tell it like it was, or I can't tell it at all, and I really want to tell you. My first impression of this guy was everything but a gentleman. Here was this poor country boy that had been sheltered and raised in the outskirts of the big city of Rosedale, Indiana. And all at once I'm in Oakville, Wisconsin, and I'm sleeping in this open bay barracks. And lo and behold, next to me, I got a glimpse of him from time to time, and on the middle weekend, on a Sunday afternoon, this Paul Scarpellini came into the barracks. He must have eaten something that didn't agree with him, because he herped all over his bed, which is bad enough. But the worst comes up. He covered it up with his blanket and moved to the other end of the barracks. Can you imagine July, Oakfield, sleeping next to that for 4 days? I finally introduced myself to this Paul Scarpellini, and I said, either you clean up that mess or there's going to be another one. And it's going to be your blood, son. So he reluctantly cleaned up his blood. That was my first impression and my first true meeting of Paul Scarpellini. So when people tell you that first impressions, you know, carry a lot of weight, don't pay attention to them. Even if they burp in the bed, don't think they're all bad.
I can't really remember the year that was. It's been so long ago when I first met Paul. I think he must just come here out of high school. Now, in those days, they didn't have hippies. They called them bohemians. Well, meet the original bohemians. He come in here to drill, and they didn't know quite what to do with him, so they put him with, I think, Johnny Shipman. Is that right, John? Yeah. Johnny didn't know what to do with him either. But he called me over and he says, Westy, take a look at that. And I looked at him, and he just gave me a big smile of his. And I said, son, you're just not going to last. I was right. He didn't last. Well, you got any other stories on it?
Believe me, I have more stories than I can tell.
I don't think we got time.
But I remember a trip to Las Vegas one time. We were in Yuma, Arizona, and we were on active duty at the time. It was in the year of 1961, and we had 3 days off finally. But there was a problem. Our pay hadn't caught up with us. They were still paying us in little brown envelopes in cash. And I don't know whether somebody ran off with the cash or they couldn't find the envelopes. But there was a problem. And Paul comes charging in. He says, Tony, we're going to Las Vegas. I said, great. I hope you got some cash, man. So we pooled our money. We had 15 bucks between us. So, man, we're on our way. So we climbed on an old C-47. And some of the younger guys don't even want to talk about it, I'm sure, but a lot of the older ones have been on them many times. But anyway, we climbed on this old C-47 and we flew to Vegas. Well, I know, Arlo, you crewed that one too, didn't you? And,
And Stoney missed it.
yeah, I had 200 hours on it myself. But anyway, we got off the airplane and they were gracious enough to furnish the transportation to town. And believe it or not, Paul was, this guy has an uncanny sense of being able to deal with adverse conditions. He found us a motel that was really just off the strip, and believe it or not, it was called the Baghdad Motel. And it was the Baghdad Motel.
The best.
It cost $4.29 per night with a military discount. So we decided that sometime in those 3 days we might actually want to take a shower. So we invested $4.29 for $15, which was a big chunk, as you can well tell. Then we went to Silver Slipper right away before we lost all of our money. And they had a buffet there that was like $1.29. It was outstanding. So we proceeded to eat for 2 hours. We didn't know we were going to eat again off that buffet. Now, being the naive country boy that I was at the time, I filled out a Keno ticket exactly according to instructions on the table. And I bet a whole 55 cents on it. I won $42. So we split it. And to make a long story short, we went to every casino on the strip. We picked out a table in one of those open lounge areas, and we said, we'll meet at that table in 1 hour. People thought we were nuts, because Scarpy would come up with a basket full of quarters, nickels, or dimes, whatever he'd been playing on the slots, dump it in the table. I was playing blackjack, and we'd throw all that money in the middle of the table, and we'd divide it in half and go to the next casino. And you know that this man has got to be the luckiest guy in the world. We spent that whole weekend. We didn't miss a meal. We saw 3 of the best shows in Vegas. We had to pool our money to buy us a pack of cigarettes to get back on the 47.
Although it seems more years than probably has been. I really didn't get acquainted with Scarp and Bob.
I don't know you.
Right. But their notoriety preceded them. And many times I said to myself, boy, I'm glad those two don't work for me. But lo and behold, one day it came, they did.
My pal.
So the first thing they did was invite me to go down to camp, ride the camp with them down in Savannah. I said, well, that might be a good idea. At least I can get them to show up. Paul had a, what, 59 Tempest, 62. That was almost new. It was a convertible too. Wheels leaned out a little bit. But so what he didn't tell me, Paul don't really like to drive that well. So it's okay. Bob and I said we'd do all the driving. So we did, and we got a little late start, but somewhere around 10 o'clock at night, somewhere around past Nashville anyway, I was driving and I just couldn't see, keep my eyes open anymore. And I said, Bob, I said, would you mind driving a little bit? I said, I've had it. He says, I can't. He says, I'm just too tired. I said, well, what are we going to do? And he said, well, Paul's been backseat asleep ever since we left Terre Haute. I said, let's get him to drive. I said, well, I'm going to have to. Now, that was a big decision because if you've ever seen Paul drive. So we woke him up. We explained our situation. He said, sure, I'll drive. I said, well, just for 2 hours, Paul. I said, and then we'll take over again. So I remember I parked by a sign that said Chattanooga, 48 mile. So we put him behind the wheel, and Bob got in the back seat, and I slid over, and we would close our eyes and went to sleep. Sure enough, 2 hours later, we woke up. So where are we at, Paul? Oh, I don't know. Pull over here and I'll take over. So he pulled over my sign and said, Chattanooga, 44 miles. I said, Paul, did you pull over? See? No. I said, well, we want to make 4 miles in 2 hours. He said, well, I don't know how, so I've been driving.
You get me?
I said, that's okay, Paul. I said, we'll take it from here on in. We finally made it down there. And I got to know Paul pretty well during, I think that was 1964, I think that was year. So on the way back, he let out, he was going awful slow. I said, Paul, we're going to have to speed this up. So we got to get home. He said, oh, it's about all fast you can go. And I said, he had a long face. I said, what's running? He said, well, I said, when I get home, I'm going to get married. I said, oh. I said, well, you should have told us that before. I said, it makes a difference. I said, well, let's just stop in one of these little towns and we'll have a drink, celebrate. What's the name of that town? Fort Tracy. Well, we had a little car problem, I guess.
Right.
3 days later, we got all that. Paul made it to his wedding. Bob and I almost made it to divorce court. But he did get married. He didn't make it to Cleveland, did he?
Yeah, he sure did.
Barely though, right?
Barely.
It really wasn't our fault he was dragging his feet. I want you to know that.
Right.
We really did try.
Right.
But we couldn't help it if it turned out to be a 5-day bachelor party from Savannah.
I'd have been there sooner if it wasn't for them.
Paul, I want to ask you a question. Do you remember Spokane, Washington, and the girls' dorm?
Yeah.
We took a little trip out there one time, and just for the sake of people who are thinking wrong doings here, the college was closed. They put us up in the girls' dorm. The girls weren't there. But anyway, well, we had a transportation problem when we got there. Remember that? And Paul was never one to rely on military buses. And any of you ever relied on military buses, you understand why. So Paul told me, he said, Stoney, today I'm going out and get us a car. I said, fine, Paul, that'd be great. He did. He went out and found a 48 Dodge. You could have poked the pencil through the tires. But with Paul's ingenuity, we did reupholster the seats. Of course, they were blue and had big US in the center. Paul was extremely proud of this automobile. Now, just to fill you in Washington State, once the plates were put on a car, at least at that time, they stayed with the car. And you had 30 days to re-register. Paul paid a whopping, what, $50 for that thing, didn't you?
Tell me.
And when we left, being the generous individual that he is, he parked that in the middle of the campus. He put a note on the title and taped it to the steering wheel, and he says, "Take me, I'm yours, have as much fun as we did."
It burned like a kid too, didn't it, Paul?
We got invited to a